Yo, yo, I'm back with another video. Um, right now, I'm going to give my uh, official thoughts on this keyboard that I will be reviewing that I purchased 6 months ago that I was using for Valorant and in Fortnite. This is the Razer Huntsman Mini. This is the first ever Mini that they ever created. 60% keyboard layout. Um, this is the keyboard. I got it in full black. Um, I'll show you what the switches are. They are purple clicky switches. So you get, what that means is like you get feedback every time you press down on the key. And like if you can hear, this is without the switch or the keycap. This is with the keycap. So every time you click down, you get feedback to know that you press the key instead of, not knowing. I personally like clicky things. It's a preference. The other keyboard is the silent red ones, and they have, which is like linears. Silent red linears, you press it and you don't get any feedback. I'll show you what the keyboard looks like as well, like with the RGB. One sec. This is what the keyboard looks like with the RGB on. This is the back. You got the non-slips on all four corners. Oh, what is this? You can prop the keyboard up to 6 and 9 degrees for the kickstands. I want to give my overall opinion on this keyboard. So I've been using it for 6 months. This is not my main keyboard anymore. I use something completely different. This keyboard though, it's super low to the ground, low profile. I'm not a super big fan of like low profile keyboards, or not low profile, but floating keycaps is what I meant to say. Not a fan of floating keycaps. Like I don't know, they don't feel as snug. It feels like, I don't know, it just always felt very weird to me about the design of like when keyboards just have your keys floating. The PCB is metal, or the aluminum. That's the only metal part on the keyboard, which is this area where the key switches sit. The rest of the keyboard is plastic. My overall experience while playing on this keyboard, the keyboard just feels really stiff. Like when you go to press down and you're, putting like 6 to 10 hour sessions on this keyboard trying to play any game, whether that's story mode, competitive. I play a lot of FPS, so it's a lot of strafing back and forth, and hitting your keys as fast as possible and getting the response that you want. Was not a fan of this keyboard. Yeah, man, it just feels really stiff. This keyboard also is sold on Amazon, that you can look up, and the keyboard is like around $80. So it's like the cheapest mechanical keyboard that you can get. And whenever you look for a 60% layout, this is like one of the first keyboards, especially for like a budget keyboard, where you're not trying to spend like over $200 for some of the keyboards that are out now. This is like the first one that pops up. And I will be very honest, like, I would, if, I don't know, for me personally, if I was telling you guys what I'm doing now, I would personally pass on this keyboard. Like, it's not the best. There's definitely better keyboards out there. There's a keyboard that I am currently using right now, which is like kind of like a budget one too. I got this one for around $50. This is the Corsair Corsair K65 60% layout. With the back, they don't have the adjustable feet on there, but I just love the design. The keys are actually like in the frame. That's what I love about keyboards like this. They just feel snug. Like when you go to press, the keys are just not like floating. Like, I don't know, it just feels like it's a firm, solid product. I can't say the same for Razer. I don't know. They kind of sold me. I didn't really try any of their other like new products that they have for keyboards, like the Razer Huntsman V3 Pro with like a rapid trigger and like snap tap and key actuation points where you push down and your keys can activate at like 0.1 milliseconds. They kind of just threw me off with this keyboard. It looks great though for like the marketing, like right when you like click to like try to buy a keyboard, their their pictures or something about the keyboard just draws you to them. But couldn't recommend this. Like, just not the keyboard that you could see yourself gaming on. Personally, for me, there's better keyboard 60% out there, especially even the one that I showed you. That one has like for the Corsair, it has speed linear silver switches. They actuate faster. They're great for gaming. They don't really sound too crazy. This is like the sound test for the white one. They, you know what I'm saying, they're not as clicky as like I would want them, but they don't sound bad. The typing test on them is pretty semi good. For this keyboard though, the Razer Huntsman, yeah, I don't know. This is just not a product that I would recommend. I don't know. It just doesn't feel as premium as it could be, especially like coming from like their mouses are or their mice, I should say, are way better than their keyboards. And then the software is, their software is terrible too. It's the snap tap. It's like you gotta download that, and if you fully wipe your PC, somehow the Razer Synapse is still on it. Yeah, just I don't know. The only thing about this keyboard though, from the keyboard that I just showed you guys, is these have optical switches. So like whenever you press, you know that like the input is getting registered, like it's with a laser instead of like so it actuates with optical switches. Optical switches is basically like you press, it can never be a misinput. So like that's the only good thing about it, but and that you can get it in clicky form, which is like the purple clicky switches, which is like, you know, whatever. But yeah, overall, not a big fan. Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video on my opinions of the Razer Huntsman Mini. You know, especially from like an item that I've purposely purchased for myself, that I've used for over 6 months time. Yeah, I mean, that's all I have for you guys. And yeah, just tune in for like I'll be reviewing other things in the future, keyboards, mice that I purchased along the way. I'm gonna give a tutorial for this keyboard as well, the Corsair one that I purchased not too long. This is like my main keyboard that I'm using currently. Yeah, and just if you like what I'm doing, leave a like or subscribe. If you can't do that, just comment and let me know if you like the video. That goes a long way too as well. Peace.